In this video we will explore two ideas which feature in religious and philosophical ethical discussions: the common good and the golden rule. The common good is an idea that comes up in commentaries on today's society. The common good is that which benefits society as a whole, not just individuals or certain groups. Some believe that many issues in today's world are caused by focusing on individual gain rather than the benefit of the community, the common good. On this view, the standard mindset would ask the question, is it good for me? Rather than, is it good for everyone? However, the common good is an idea that was around at the time of the Greek philosophers Plato and Aristotle, and can be found in the philosophy of more recent writers, like French philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau. It is found in various religious traditions, including the Catholic tradition, as you can see in the quote on the left of your screen, and Buddhism, as you can see in the image on the right. The common good lies in having systems that work to benefit the whole community, including areas such as security, healthcare, education, and many more. These systems require individuals to buy into the idea of supporting the common good and maintaining it across time, otherwise they do not work. This is very difficult to achieve in a society in which there are many different points of view, different cultures, and different traditions, and different belief systems. What people believe to be valuable differs greatly, which is an obstacle towards having one idea of the common good. Moreover, people are often in disagreement about the order of importance of the things generally agreed upon to be valuable. Another issue is that some people take a lend of the generosity of others and have a free ride, rather than working for the benefit of all. The share of the work towards the common good is not equal across all people in a society. However, perhaps the biggest obstacle to the idea of the common good is the idea of individualism, which is prevalent in today's society. Each person has individual rights, and many believe they should be able to do whatever they want, providing it is within the law of their country. The idea of citizenship is an expression of the common good. It carries with it the idea of having a duty towards society. In some countries, this duty extends to being called up for jury service or for military service. The familiar form of the golden rule is, do unto others what you would have them do unto you. In other words, treat other people the way you want to be treated. It is an idea found in a variety of belief systems, including religious, philosophical, and ethical ones. This rule requires us to look outwards as to how we treat other people, and to consider social rules. The rule can be followed by making moral decisions following cultural conventions and expectations. This is the social aspect of the golden rule. However, it may also make us look inwards and consider how we want to be treated. It has a psychological aspect, which may encourage us to use empathy in following it. There is a lesser rule, the silver rule, which is not as demanding as the golden rule. It is a negative form. Do nothing to others you would not have them do to you. This lesser silver rule prevents harm, whilst the golden rule actively promotes good. On your screen you can see 7 different religious understandings of the golden rule from the major world religions, Christianity, Islam and Hinduism at the bottom, to those with fewer followers at the top, the Baha'i, represented by the 9-pointed star, and Zoroastrianism, represented by the Farah, the winged archer, at the top left. The golden rule tells us how to act, but it also tells us how to relate to others. The golden rule gives a strong message of equality. It is closely associated with the Christian tradition, and, in particular, an extension of the Golden Rule is when Jesus is quoted in Scripture as saying, "Love one another as I have loved you," from John chapter 13. Jesus is also quoted as saying the most important commandment after the commandment to love God is to love your neighbor as yourself, from Mark chapter 12. This is a step beyond the traditional understanding of the Golden Rule, as it is one thing to treat someone as you want to be treated, and yet another to love them as you love yourself. It is much more demanding of a moral command to love than to act. Jesus' practical ethics in the Gospels require empathy and emotions, putting yourself in someone else's shoes, and treating them in the way you want to be treated, and showing love and care. This is a change of ethics from the Old Testament legalistic ethics, which demanded the following of rules. The Golden Rule reminds us that everyone is equal, regardless of nationality, race, religion, gender. The spread of Christianity across Europe spread the Golden Rule. Is the Golden Rule too idealistic? Is it too demanding, such that we can't hope to follow it? Or is it just what we should all aspire to? There are, of course, other idealistic ethical theories, like Kantian ethics or utilitarianism. Certainly the Christian development of the Golden Rule into loving others is extremely challenging. But is the standard rule to treat others the way you want to be treated all that difficult? The Golden Rule affects actions that impact on others, and is applicable to working out moral decisions in relation to an individual or a small group. But what about actions that have no direct influence on other people? It is an easily applicable theory, as all we need to do is ask ourselves, how would I feel if? However, it is possible that the people who employ the Golden Rule in their decision-making processes may be exploited by those who do not.